Season 7, Episode 10, New Best Friends. Right, end of last episode, Rick and the gang essentially followed Gabriel to a new community, and this new community is a bunch of weirdos in the nicest possible sense of the word. It sort of reminded me of the Wicker Man. You know what I mean? I was waiting for a member of the team just to turn around and see like a giant scrap statue of some guy that they sacrifice people in. Which to a certain extent, you know, they sort of had one, but he was a zombie with loads of spikes coming out of his head. Anyway, back to the point. So Rick and the gang have turned up and they're trying to crack a deal with these guys, and they need to be proof. You know, they need proof that whatever Rick says is true, and they're not just trying to pull a fast one. So they push Rick into a pit, and he has a fight with this zombie who's got like a steel can on his head, and he's got spikes everywhere. Of course, because Rick's our hero, he takes them out. They're impressed, and there's a deal that's been cut as long as Rick can get them guns to fight in their battle. So I really enjoyed that. It was cool, and what I really liked about it is the fact that Rick kept on smiling. There's always hope, you know what I mean? And I loved it. I really, really did. And there's that kind of injection into these past two episodes, if anything, this injection of hope. And that Rick is like, we can do this, we can do this. The funny thing is, when is this TV show going to bring us back down to a level, who's the next sacrifice, you know what I mean? Who's the next one of the team who's going to die? Personally, it's not going to be kind of the person you want it to be. I mean, at this stage, we've still got negative Rosita, who, she's been such a bitch. She really, really is. She won't get killed. Or alternatively, maybe there's going to be a moment where, you know, she steps up and she stops being so negative, and then she gets killed by one of the saviours or whatever. That'll be an interesting sacrifice, and it'd be an interesting kind of story twist and character twist on her part. Right, what else happened? Well, Richard is losing his mind right now. He inside his own head, he needs to speed up this process of attacking the saviours. He's got no patience whatsoever, so he tries to drag Dowell into taking some saviours down to set off a chain of events where Ezekiel will join the fight. In doing that, he's essentially told Dowell where Carol is, because he was going to use Carol as a sacrifice in order to get Ezekiel in the game. Obviously, Dowell's like, no, I ain't playing this game. I want to find out where Carol is, please. Cut a long story short, one of the most touching moments in The Walking Dead for a really long time happened, and it was the bit where Dowell knocks on Carol's door, and they're so happy to see each other. A little tear rolled down my cheek. It was that good. Really, really was. But in turn, Dowell turns around and he doesn't tell her what's happened. Obviously, that's for her good, because at the end of the day, she wants to live inside this little bubble, and Dowell totally appreciates that. And he knows that if he told Carol about Glenn and Abraham and a couple of the other guys who's died, you know, like Spencer and Denise and what's her name, that other lass, he knows that if he told Carol what had happened, that she'd join the fight, and that's not right. That's not the right thing to do. And I really like that. Well, my favourite moment of this episode, away from the Carol and Dowell moment, was a bit towards the end where Dowell is sat just opposite the cage of Shiva, and I like the fact that there's like a meeting of minds almost. It's like Shiva can sense Dowell's primal instincts, and it's like they're already buddies. So I can almost predict right now there's going to be a moment in battle where, you know, Dowell's about to get attacked by a saviour or whatever, and Shiva comes along and just tears them apart, and I'm like, that'll be epic. But all in all, I got everything that I wanted out of this episode. We got the great moment where you know, the deal is made with the Wicker Men people, and what should we call them? What should we call them? We'll call them, you know, someone called them the Garbage Pail Kids on another YouTube video, so let's call them the Garbage Pail Kids. So the Garbage Pail Kids are going to join the fight as long as they get guns to do the fighting, so that's great. That was a great hopeful moment. The Dowell and Carol stuff was brilliant, the Shiva stuff was brilliant, and all in all, it was a brilliant episode. I mean, the only bit that felt out of place was towards the end where they were about to leave the scrapyard, and there's a little argument between Tara and Rosita, and it just felt like it was just kind of forced in there, and it just felt a bit weird and out of place. The script was all over the place, and I wasn't convinced, apart from just the fact that Rosita's still a negative bitch. But I love this episode. I can't wait till next week. Just keep this ball rolling. It's awesome. It's filling me with lots and lots of hope for the future of the guys in The Walking Dead, and I can't wait for everything just to go mental and everything to kick off. So yeah, roll on next week. I can't wait. So anyway, thank you very much for watching. Always a pleasure, never a chore. Click subscribe if you want to see more. Peace out, and I'll see you next time.